Hello, all, and how are you doing this Friday night? Hope you guys are all getting ready to either watch a movie, go out if your state is open, doing something COVID safe, or like me, you just went over the blog and are about to do some blitzing, and we're going to talk about all that. Another episode of Talking Blog with yours truly, Super Otaku Kami. All right, let's dig into this, y'all. All right. So, first things first. Just to give a little update, as I have the Sinister Assembly table up. The After midnight hit last night, I saw that the arena raid are going to be a daily achievements. You will get 300 arena assembly credits or Sinister Assembly credits each day and 400 raid each day. So after 10 days of this event, and I'm hoping that we do get 10 days of this. I think we should. So I might be short 700 on this, but not that bad of a shortage. We should have 7,000 total. So here, you'll get 4,000 total raid, 3,000 total arena. And what that does is something really good. It brings it down that we only gonna need 57 blitz wins a day. Also, if math is right, I'm pretty sure my math is right. But yeah, 57 blitz wins a day. If you have 20 blitz teams that you can win with, and say you have some blitz teams that you can lose with to bring it down, and you just go for the wins, that should be an easy 3 rotations of your roster. So the arena and raid achievement rewards really do make this very viable to do without spending any money. Now, if you want to cut your blitzing down more, spend some money. I understand. If I was in a better place financially, I would probably throw a few bucks out there to lower my blitz wins. But I'm going all free on this one. Yeah. So 57 blitz wins a day, and that's if you are getting 800 energy a day. And I feel like after last night I did it, I feel like 800 in a day is kind of low now if you're using your cores for to recharge, get energy. And plus there is going to be an event, which we'll see in the blog next week, where we're going to get 240 energy for each recharge. So that should really cut into this 57 blitzes a day. And in the calendar, we are going to get, I think, enough for one gold orb, or at least one purple orb in the calendar. So that should cut the blitzing down a little bit too. So in reality, if you're using your cores and you get all your calendars and stuff, and we still don't know if they're going to put some Sinister credits in these upcoming blitzes. I don't think they are, because this is really starting to seem really friendly to free to play. But if they do, that's going to bring that 57 down even lower. So I say just round it, get 60 blitz wins a day, and I'm gonna go on the limb and say you should really be able to clear this event with no problem if you get 60 blitz wins a day. Anybody wants to double check my math and be like, where are you getting this from? Reach out, talk about it. We can do what we do. But enough of the chart. Talked about that yesterday. I want to get on to the Jade Giantess, and I like She-Hulk. All right, y'all. I really do. And I gotta say, I was in the grocery store when I saw this. And so, just for a little spoiler alert, there is no mention of update. So, Valley Flying which I watched yesterday, I want to say, he predicted September 29th for the upcoming Blitz. And I really think we are going to see... not Blitz, sorry. Update. And I'm starting to think that's what we're going to get. Cause I think they're going to show She-Hulk in the blog today like they're doing. And then we're going to get one of the symbiotes next blog. And probably talk about the update a little bit to really get us hyped. And I think they wanted to just focus on Dr. Octopus and really not take away from that. So we'll see. And they do mention arriving after our upcoming 4.4 update. She-Hulk is a protector who taunts. Now, and then what we got? Hinders enemy attacks by reducing their speed bar and applying stun. As a nod to her days filling in for things, She-Hulk will unofficially slot into the Fantastic Four and enjoys powerful synergies with Mr. Fantastic's family. Similar to Thor, when an enemy attacks She-Hulk or Fantastic Four ally, She-Hulk gains charge and attacks all enemies when fully charged. On Alliance, War, Defense, another not too... we'll get into it. She-Hulk increases Fantastic Four damage and her ultimate ability, Norse Taunt, to attack the most injured enemy. And so the biggest thing, as soon as I scrolled down, I just skipped this when I was in the grocery store. I went straight to traits and Hero City Bio. Really wanted to see this say Brawler, but it said Protector. I was really disappointed. But I do, after some hindsight, I am kind of digging her kit. Alright, so with her primary attack, and depending on how strong she is, if she's really dealing out some damage, she applies defense down. That's pretty sweet. And hopefully, if you T4 this, I'm hoping you get 2 turns, or maybe even 3 turns of defense down. If that's the case, if she gets multiple turns of defense down, especially if I'm really pushing it when I say 3, but at least 2 with a T4, I will definitely be liking that. I really, after, a lot of hindsight in this, I do like her special. Attack primary target for damage and reduce speed bar for adjacent targets. Now, I hope she does some damage on the adjacent targets. But if there is no damage on the adjacent targets, I hope it's goes all the way up to 50% reduction in the speed bar if there's no damage. So, or it just spreads out. Say it's 2 extra spaces if she has a charge or something like that. So, and then be 30 at that with no damage to it. That would be really cool. And she gains taunt and heals. So that's pretty sweet. She seems like she can really get a lot of health back. Alright. And then, sorry, I was jumping into something else. Control the Rage. And then her special and ultimate are turn 1s. So that's pretty cool. Attack primary target for damage and apply stun. Apply taunt to the most injured enemy. And then on war defense, attack the target with the most damage, ignoring taunt, and apply stun. And if this is a really strong move, I guess this can be good. Alright, let's just finish. And then on turn heal self for percentage of this character's health. I hope it's 15, or even, let's get a little generous, 20. Just gonna throw it out there, but I'm guessing 15. On stealth, gain taunt and heal self for a percentage of this character's health. I kind of like that because it's another way for her to heal. So I kind of like how much healing she's getting. And then gain damage per charge. Oh yeah, okay. And she gets stronger, and I don't understand why Hulk doesn't have this. This is something that really bothers me. How doesn't Hulk have, you know, get stronger with charge, and then have a clap? I was gonna say sonic clap, but a thunderclap after 5 charges. Like, I don't understand how that is not in Hulk's kit. The fact that we get She-Hulk, who actually looks the right size, who gains damage per charge, and who, has this all sounds like it should just be regular Hulk. But then when an enemy attacks this character or Fantastic Four ally, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. So yeah. And then her, I probably out of all characters, I really do like hers. She transfers all negative effects from self and each Fantastic Four ally to the enemy with the most damage. That's pretty sweet. Attack the enemy with the most damage and all adjacent targets for damage. Pretty sweet. And then, removes all the charge. And then she gets more damage for self and Fantastic Four allies. That's pretty good, and I think that fills in for Namor. But I wish this wasn't war defense. I wish this was just war. I think that would have made this more versatile going forward. But there is some questions with this. So, one thing I can say that I'm interested in. So, She-Hulk is, coming for war defense for the Fantastic Four. And just to be a part of that Fantastic Four period, even outside of war, right? But I wonder what the Fantastic Four are going to gain with She-Hulk. So, I want to see what they're going to squeeze into theirs. If they're going to get a little touch-up. Because the one thing I can say is really bad about putting Fantastic Four in defense is your strongest character on that team, Sue Storm, she has really long cooldowns. So yeah, it's sweet that she can, put barrier up. I think it's 5-6 cooldown. Then she can remove debuffs and turn people invisible to give them, and then if she turns She-Hulk invisible, She-Hulk will heal and then gain taunt to keep the other ones safe. And that's all nice, but how is Sue Storm getting anything to stay relevant on war defense? Because I don't want them to be war defense for just one turn. So I hope, if She-Hulk is taunting and gets attacked, maybe Reed gives out a energy randomly to Fantastic Four allies, or it's something. They have to. I feel like some way with her being on the team for war defense, energy needs to be going out, because it just. Johnny has his ultimate has a big cooldown. Sue, all her attacks have big cooldowns. Reed is fine. I feel like Reed is fine. And Thing is okay, but it would help if he's getting energy to really be pushing out that damage a little bit more. So I want to see what the Fantastic Four gets in this deal with adding her to the team. But I have to say, she is still kind of viable on paper. I want to see how she is outside of the Fantastic Four. I think if you need to, you can still squeeze her onto the Young Avengers. And I say that because she heals, and she can kind of Psylocke stuff off of her. And if you have Squirrel Girl, she can be given some heal. And it just sucks that, this is such a big missed opportunity. If she was on that team and she could have been healing and getting that drain from Squirrel Girl, she would have been perfect, because she would have gave a taunt, And if she gives out good damage, she would have. She makes to me way more sense to have been just if you. I feel like you could give that if you just take Protector away and put Brawler. Like, she could have fit in. I think this kit would have worked really, really well, just as it is. If you put Brawler and she could have been on the team, I think it would have worked. And it sucks because that's a missed opportunity. And if you would have put her with and gave her an Avenger tag, she could have been that 5th Avenger, and she could have been removing buffs from those guys. I mean, and then you could have just put something like, allied trait or something like that. So you could have just gave her Fantastic Four, Avenger, Hero Brawler, or even Young Avenger or something like that. And basically saying when she's with those, she, gets... I don't know. I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity because she's a very versatile character. And I just think it would have been cool to have seen them put a character in that can fit in with different characters for different modes and just keep it fresh, because we're at 144 characters, and there's characters like Wolverine, like She-Hulk, even Captain America and Spider-Man, who throughout the 60 something years of Marvel Comics have been on multiple teams and everything, and have teamed up with so many people that it shouldn't be you're stuck with this one team. And I was really hoping that She-Hulk would have started that trend of seeing someone that can really have synergy with multiple teams without really changing those teams much to fit her in, just by giving her the correct tags, and so she could just plop in to different places for different modes. And I like her kit. I like it. At first, I wasn't for it, but as I kept thinking about before I made this video, I was like, you know what? I really do like her kit, and I think she can still fit in with a few other teams, and I really want to see what they do. And I think, they have gone back and changed some characters and made them better, given some touch-ups, and I really hope, even though she's not out yet, that she is a character down the road that can really get touched up with simple things like an Avenger tag, even a Young Avenger tag, and then hopefully we see something like Gamma and A-Force down the road. So, I don't know, she still has the potential, but as of right now, I don't think she is going to be... my excitement for her right now is not what I wish it held up to be. But she is a good character, and I think I will try to get her up high once I get my hands on her, because I want to test out to see where she can go, and hopefully she has more viability outside of the Fantastic Four, especially War Defense. Like, stick with the War. I like the War instead of designating defense or offense. So it's a little disappointing, but I do like her kit in hindsight, and as of right now, taking this video. But then after that, upcoming blitzes, we got Elsa Bloodstone coming up. This could be cool. I'm not sure how many red stars I have on her, so I'm not sure how many people have Elsa Bloodstone up, and everything like that. So I think if you don't have Elsa Bloodstone, this is a shot to get her. And if you do have her, but you have her low red stars, like say for some reason 1 or 2, definitely push to try to go for 3. And if you have the roster and the time, push for 5. I mean 4. There's not 5. 4 red stars. I think it's worth it. She's a good character. She really works well with the Supernaturals. And depending on teams you go against, if there's teams you're going against that have high dodgers, she is a good character. Like if you're going against Spider-Man and stuff like that, her passive where if someone dodges, she shoots at them. It's pretty sweet. So she does, you can throw her in there, especially for verse mode. Someone picks a good amount of dodgers, and you guys ban the right amount of characters. Definitely think of Elsa Bloodstone because she can fill in, and she does a lot of damage, and her basic is really good for people that get blocks and stuff like that because she'll clear that stuff off. She is a good character. She's not the best standalone character, but in the right situations, you can definitely squeeze Elsa in there, and she does damage. She's very handy. I like her. And she's just a cool character if you ever read anything with her in the comics. If you haven't, read Next Wave. Really made me an Elsa Bloodstone fan. And then read, I think it's Young Avengers Arena. Might have messed that name up. But her brother is in that. And he's pretty cool too. So, just a little comic history and shout outs for you guys. And then we're going to get the second Electro Blitz next week, which will give us the red stars. So look out for that. Push for that if you don't have good red stars on Electro already. And I have not leveled her up. Can't say how good she is and everything. But on top of that, I'm starting to think that when Doctor Octopus comes out, I'm starting to see them be a good counter to Emma Marauders. Because Electro, her special, which I believe she can do on round 1, because everybody's saying, oh man, that special really seems like it's aimed at Cole Obsidian. But who else starts with a lot of positive effects right from the beginning of the match? It would be Strife. Strife, he goes first usually because he's with all those Marauders. And then he gets Deflex. I think he has Regeneration. And he gets Barrier. And he might get some Defense Up. And she is going to zap his ass. So I think, I'm really starting to think that they are going to be a very good counter to Emma Marauders. Especially with Dr. Octopus's ultimate flipping positive effects into negatives and then extending them. I know, and I don't think that's a turn 1. So Emma will clear in the beginning. But then if he has high enough focus to flip those all those positive effects, it's I'm starting to see them be a very, very valuable team to take out Emma Marauders. On paper, obviously next week, probably Saturday War, I can test that out for you guys. But on paper right now, I'm starting to think they're going to be really good for Emma Frost Marauders. And then that helps you because then you can take your Defenders with Ultron or your Power Armor Ultron and have another team to take out the Emma Marauders. So you should be able to take out 2 Emma Marauders. And another thing I'm starting to notice, I think the big counter to Emma Marauders is just not, Defenders or Power Armor with Ultron. It's just Ultron. Alright, you need to get Ultron on the right team. Because I had my Emma Marauders against Ultron with Avengers, and I lost. It wasn't, and I didn't have my war defensive bonuses and stuff like that. So I'm just starting to realize it's Ultron. Ultron is the problem for the Emma Marauders. And so if anybody wants to test out the Avengers and the 5th person be Ultron, try it out. If I got you a loss, I am sorry in advance. But definitely check it out. Because I think Ultron just with a team makes them viable to take out the Emma Marauders. And coming up next week, we have Neighborhood Watch, the Block Party, or Neighborhood Watch, and then should have Block Party. But it doesn't say it here, does it? It doesn't. Okay. But we should because it said every odd month, and this is September, which is the ninth month. Should be Block Party next week, because it is the last Friday of the month, I believe. Yes, definitely sure. So hopefully we have a Block Party. Doesn't say it in here. So let me see. I just realized that. All right, yeah. Hopefully we have a Block Party next week. Yeah, because it doesn't say it. Then we'll get Full Force. So I guess they realize that they did not give enough people enough time to unlock Dr. Octopus, so they're doing a double drop for X-Force characters again, and those X-Force characters are Cable and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. So if you're short a couple on both those characters, you got another shot at it. Then Energy Overload. This is going to be a really, really, really good event next week, because we'll be getting 240 campaign energy instead of 120. So I say start saving up some cores, because you're going to want to use this, and you can get like 1,000, like you get a lot. You know, if you go all the way up and go through the 100s too after the 50, you can probably get 2,000 energy from this event, and that will really help with the Sinister Assembly event. So this is a chance to really use that, and I would say, so when they give us the counter of, hey, this event's going to start in 24 hours, I say save that energy, like starting from that reset when you know it's going to happen 24 hours. Don't use your cores until the event starts. So that way you'll have a bunch of cores, a bunch of resets for it before midnight, and then after midnight, when your refresh is reset, you'll have another go through the cores again, and I'm saying you could probably get 2,000 to 4,000 energy out of that. So that would really, really, really help with the Sinister Assembly event. And that's it for the blog. This wasn't the worst blog, but I'm really, really, really expecting the update. So definitely expecting the update to be the following week, the 29th, like Valley Flying was saying. And but outside of that, something I also wanted to talk about, because I missing it, and I watched a few people's videos, and it came to me as I was watching their videos. So ISO 8 is going to have a campaign, and I talked about, we should get more cores, or not cores, we should get more training materials, we should get more gold and stuff like that, and whatever we're getting out of those events for ISO 8. But the one thing I didn't think of is, if ISO 8 comes out, we may get more characters to farm. So we might see in ISO 8 Taskmaster and maybe Captain Marvel, just those characters, or maybe some of the Black Order. So this next update, I'm really hyped for it, because if ISO 8 and another Doom War comes out, Doom War, if it's just one chapter, probably get 2 more characters, and then a superior advanced, a basic event, whatever it's called, SBCs. We should get some SBCs, and then 2 characters in that. And depending on how many chapters are in ISO 8, say they come out with, I'm going to say 2. I would hope for 3, but I'm going to guess 2. So if we say 2, we can get either 4 to 5 characters farmable with that event. So I'm really excited for ISO 8, especially if we can get some character shards to farm that are not available right now in that event. So yeah, I'm looking forward to ISO 8, and the challenges are going up, so that will give us chances to get more promotional credits, silver and gold. We'll get more gold. We probably will, after this, be getting over 3 million per per challenge at the max. More training materials, more T4 materials. So I'm really looking forward to that. So this update, it looks like we're a week and a half away from it, and excited for it. And the more and more I keep thinking about it, I'm kind of excited for She-Hulk also. So wasn't the blog I have been hyping up for like the past week or two, but it was a decent blog, and we need to look into, are we getting Block Party next week? Because it should be the week that we get Block Party, especially if they're doing the neighborhood event. They usually do neighborhood event before Block Party, so hopefully we get Block Party next week. I need those T4s for my Dr. Octopus. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will probably be having another video soon. Definitely will be having a video when Doc Ock comes out. Might even have me doing the event so you guys can see how it goes, and enjoy it as usual. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe, because I am definitely pushing these videos out. Follow me on Twitter. I'm getting really active on Twitter. I'm posting up charts and stuff, and if you have any questions or want to ask for advice, whatever it be, feel free to reach me on Twitter. I'm there the most, and I'm getting better at putting stuff on my Facebook. So those are places you can find me. You see the Doom up there. He got all the info for you. He'll sign you up, all that good stuff. And, have a great weekend. If your states are open or if your country is open, go out, be safe, wash your hands, keep your distance, wear your mask, be thoughtful of other people, and just have a good time. And that's all I ask. And that's what I tell, have a good time. If you are having a miserable time, find something else to do and have a good time. But guys and ladies and all people, have a good weekend. Peace out. I enjoyed this. Hope you did too. Peace.